I'm a runt with 5 monstrous brothers in the game Runt. I'm playing the demo. It's available on Steam. It's described as a horror pre-apocalyptic survival game, horror visual novel-ish type thing. I found it, I guess, when it just popped up in my Steam, and I thought, you know what, this sounds fun. So I'm going to play the demo. The artwork looks really interesting, and it looks very creepy and dark. Let's just hop in. Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. Let's do it. Warning. There are depictions of... Oh, I'll let you... verbal misogyny. Well, you know what? I don't know if I've ever seen that as a warning, a content warning. I guess I appreciate it. Anyways, blood and gore. And this is almost like kind of tempting you to play it. Warning. Body horror. I love body horror. Verbal homophobia. Well, how else would this be portrayed? Like visually? Okay. Verbal sexism. Sure. There are descriptions of... Good grief. Okay, I can't say... There's a warning for pregnancy. Pregnancy is not... We're not allowed to talk about it. Religion? Okay. Okay. Should I be playing this? Okay. We're gonna do it. I don't know what is what is going on here. I'm only nervous about streaming it. I'm actually excited to play it. They got me excited. All right. Fast forward. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Dialogue choices cannot be skipped. Oh, okay. I don't know how many times I've written this. I feel like I'm running out of pages. But each time I think about what happened that week, I remember more and more until it becomes this big puzzle of details that just don't fit right. I'm going to start over right from the beginning. My name is Runt. Is that like your legal name? Me and my brothers live out near Skipclaw on the perimeter, right where the land meets the forest. There are 5 of us: Hunter, Tanner, Carver, Fisher, and me. Hunter, Tanner, Carver, Fisher. Interesting names. I was 9 when it all happened. All I ever heard was that the big power station over in Grenshaw blew up, and when the smoke filled the air, it never left. All connections and wired shit that never got up and running again. It's black and gray every day since the power station blew up. It's black and gray everywhere. The stars don't even show at night. We almost starved that first year. Nobody ever came for us in Skipclaw. No army, no government, and food won't grow easy in a world like this. Animals don't like it too much either. Why don't you move? There's a rift in the world now, a crack in reality. Dad would have known what to do. He always said there was a war out there. That's why he was hard on us. There was going to be a war someday between the righteous and the unrighteous. Okay, so you're being brainwashed. A war for our souls. He was doing his best, I'm sure. Dad always said he was a righteous man, in a world full of sickness and perversion. He preached a while down south until most of his flock turned away from the truth God had given him. It was too hard for them, I guess. God demands a lot. He demands a lot so he can give a lot. And Dad was the mouth of God. He could whip a crowd into a frenzy like nothing, crying and dropping to the floor and speaking in tongues the way God wanted them to show that he was there, he was real, and Dad was the mouth of God. It was too much for those of little faith. Dad left, taking a bit of land on the outskirts of Skipclaw where he was going to prepare us for the war. All right, so he was out of his mind. He started saying, we didn't need the town. We're better off without the world. Look at the little chickens. Look at the little chickadees. Is that a pizza? A slice of pizza or a pillow? I can't tell. He said evil came in through the radio and TV stations and the bags of chicken feed. Oh, it's chicken feed. And the starter potatoes and seeds and all the friends we made. What, evil came in through the chicken seeds? We all really need... What? Okay. If things were hard, God wanted them to be hard. If we were unhappy, it's because we weren't right with God. Sure. He did what he could. He wasn't trained to run our little outpost. He had been a juvie warden. He picked up a few things, knew a few guys who built us a bunker. Jeez. Filled it with enough rations to keep us going for a few years. What about the rest of the years? Everything else we had was books, copies and copies of Dad's teaching he printed on his own dime. Oh, those aren't books. Those are rantings and ravings. His own effing dime, he used to say, red in the face because no one wanted them. No one was ready to open their hearts to God and buy one. Those were the first things I ever learned to read. I didn't even know picture books were a thing until I was too old to read them. We failed Dad, all of us. He punished us the way he'd punish a grown man. Oh, that's sad. We starved and froze and dried out in the heat. We slept short hours. No matter how tired or thin we got, we did our work. We had to survive the tests, the never-ending tests. And then Dad got sick. He had a disease whose name I think Hunter knows, but I forgot. Not that Dad had believed in any of it before. You couldn't really ever trust what the government was doing, and that medicine he needed, somehow he found some. He took it religiously. This is really long intro. One day he was alive and then he wasn't. Okay. Of course, we had to go back to town. They needed us too. Hunter fixed it up. 5 of us strong boys with enough guns and ammo for a small army. Good grief. We patrolled, we policed, we hunted. Nobody comes and goes without Hunter knowing about it. No one goes out at night without Hunter knowing about it. Okay. Hunter's word was law. The whole town was ours, and it thrived as best as it could. Would Dad be proud? I guess it doesn't matter now. Dad was gone, and my mom died giving birth to me. None of us knew what to feel. We were on our own. It was 5 years to the day of his death. All because of what we saw in the church. Oh, good grief. Runt. Get up. You better be moving by the time I get there. Look at this guy. He's a gimp mask. Is that like a little bell? Get up. Quit hiding. Carver stood over me. He doesn't look like a Carver. He's got a gun. I couldn't see his face. I knew he was sneering. I'm up. You scribbling in your little diary again? Kinda girly, ain't it? Is he up? He's up. Writing in his damn little book again. So this is a fisherman? He doesn't... Look at this. What is this? A scepter? He's got like a... Oh my gosh. This guy's like a sorcerer. You ready to go, Runt? No lollygagging. I said I was up. Oh, we back talking now. We don't have time. It's not my fault we're late. Runt's been hiding from us again. Hiding in my room? I'm just sitting here. Can't sniff me out anymore under that thing? Don't get lippy with me. I'll knock you upside the head. Throw your bed out the pond? What? Here's Tanner. Jeez, look at this guy. This guy looks like he'd be a carver because he's got the knives. Okay, whatever. We were just talking to Runt. He says he's ready. I can speak for myself. Good. You weren't speaking earlier, were you? All right, let's see. Where are we going? We're going on an adventure. It was the anniversary of Dad's death. We're going to church. It's a rickety old storehouse. I really didn't want to go. Carver was right. I had been hiding. I wanted to see their flashlights sweeping past the windows and hearing them calling out my name and then going out without me. One of them would unload on me, probably Hunter, but at least I wouldn't be at that church. And that's why I was the Runt, the little guy, the weak guy, hiding under the bed from the switch. They always found me because I hadn't learned my lesson. I had to get my stuff packed before I went. As I stood up from my little nook between the kitchen and the basement, I saw my backpack had spilled everywhere. All of my things were scattered. I knew it was Carver. Collecting things. To pick up items, search the environment with your flashlight. You need to dig through a lot of trash to find what you need. When you find what you're looking for, close on it to add it. Oh, click. I'm reading close here. Click on it to add to your bag. I mean, what do you want? You want a coin? It's sexy to be 60. Gross. Map, journal. I need this. A map and a paper with a code. My journal. What's this? Is that a map? Why can't I take these coins? That seems important. And then what's the last thing? Journal. Composition book. I love those black and white marble composition books. I love them. I had to sort my shit out, make sure it was all in the best spot to grab. Alright, so you can examine items in your inventory, hovering over them. Giving items a closer look can help with puzzles. Your inventory can be opened by clicking on your bag. You cannot open your inventory in dialogue. There's my little bag. All the items you can collect will be examined. Let's get to your radio and journal. Place them permanently on your HUD. When you're done, click the strap. Alright, radio and journal. Let's click that. I got a flashlight. My journal. Do I need the map? I need the map. And then I click this little strap. Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Click on your radio to switch it on and off. It only plays music, which changes depending on where you are. Huh. Let's check out the journal. Keep track of thoughts and feelings in your to-do list. Scribbling notes. The rest of the journal contains everything else. Whenever you see a red swirl in the upper right-hand corner, something important has been added to your journal. Alright, below your me page is your mind map. Automatically collect and connect key pieces of info. You'll get a new mind map each day to keep track of evolving leads. Interesting. When you're done checking out your journal, head to meet your brothers, but be quick about it. Okay. Click the hand to close it. So this is, I guess, my mind journal. Did my shift by myself. Okay, so here's the week. Ain't much to do. Hope my round's quick. Dreams are nightmares. Okay, let's click on the me. Oh, this is Sunday. Here, what's this? We need to hit. Ah! I hope it goes quick. Okay. Brothers. Oh, I can collect clues on them. How would they do it? Why would they do it? My brother's the second oldest, real quiet. Around like a dog. Carver, though I don't understand why. These two could not be more different. Interesting. Okay, so the middle strayer, a mouthy, all of that stuff. One day I will land a punch. Alright, so I guess I'm supposed to solve a mystery from today. I thought there was a fourth brother. Where's Fisher? Fisher's cool. A few years older than me, whip smart, with the iron faith. I like him. Alright, what is this? Townies? I have no townies, and then creatures. Okay, so let's close, click the hand. Okay, went out the door of the house. I thought, am I tripping? It said 5 brothers. Where's the fourth one? Everyone was waiting for me. You did this last year. Stayed silent. There wasn't anything I could say. Cat's got his tongue. Too good to be talking to us. We got everything? He was scoping. That's Hunter. Who's this guy? Is this Hunter? Oh no, that's a fisherman. That doesn't make any sense. Schedule was set. No patrol for any of us today. Alright, so Hunter is the fourth one. I had done one. Crack of dawn. Was he being truthful? Did anyone see him? He wasn't being real forthcoming earlier, was he? I tried to be quiet, really I did. Carver, don't... Come to think of it, you was also missing all yesterday. Okay. Doing things in a bush. At key points in conversations throughout the game, you get to decide what Runt will say. Some of the dialogue choices will alter your personality and can change how certain characters react to you. Hints as to how your personality is shifting inside you can be seen on the me page. Okay. I mean, if it was me, because I'm not a Runt, but if it was me, I would just leave this place. It sounds terrible. To tell you the truth, Runt... Okay. Please, please, not today. Check the log sheet. I'm not a flaker. Quit picking on me. I'll just stick with this one. Neutral. What does that do? Yeah, I'll be checking. Don't think for a second. I'm not on you. I already know that. Runt. We fell silent, standing in our little half circle around Hunter. He towered over us, bare skins draped over his big-ass frame, making him even bigger than he actually was. So this is Hunter. I guess his face is in here somewhere. Look at these eyes. Where's his hand? This is his hand, I guess. We're all on edge. Hunter was in a black mood. Okay. It's like the shadow had swallowed all the light around him. You could feel it even before he got close to you, this horrible heaviness muted only by the weight of his big old bearskin cloak. See, Hunter had a dog named River, the shaggy, vicious thing that snapped at anyone that wasn't Hunter. I couldn't tell you what kind of dog it was, some sort of mutt that I swore was part wolf. These two loved each other. He never hit River, not once. Why would he hit... Okay. He would have liked us better if we were all his dogs, loyal, silent, and obedient. But River had died a few days ago. Uh-oh. Hunter didn't say much else on it. Well, that's sad. I guess you can get a new dog. Maybe that'll put him in a better mood. He kept the mutt hidden away, not letting any of us get close to it. Okay. None of us had the words to comfort each other. Maybe he did it himself. I was silent when he told me, standing stone still among the chickens. No doubt everyone else was the same. That black mood in the days that followed River's death built and built like wood heaped on an invisible fire. That silent heap rippled before us. I wish I could say I pitied him for River to die and then having to deal with Dad's anniversary, but I think I was scared more than anything. God help who it struck. All right. Enough. His hand was on my shoulder. Even through my jacket, through his gloves, I could feel his strength. Yikes. Let's go. Runt. Take point. I knew my brothers were sneering behind their masks. Taking point was not something to be proud of. It was the first line of defense if we got attacked. The first wall of meat. All right, let's go. We're on a mission. We're on a mission to do some churching. We all started gathering our things. Sermon book, pamphlet, some candles. He's got no body or grave. Okay, interesting. Look at this guy. I like this Fisher guy because he just looks so cool. He looks like a psyker or something. And then this guy... This guy also looks really cool. We had to burn him so it wouldn't attract them. Became a tradition that we all had to take a little trinket or something that would be Dad, his presence, his spirit. We're always finding bits of him everywhere at home. Like somehow in his death, his ghost had come home and, I don't know, melded with the house. Interesting. His hair, his clothes, his writings, every nook and cranny was there. He was watching us like he never left. Maybe he didn't. Runt. Yes? Let's bug out. Let's go. I would have just started walking. Okay, bye. It's a bad idea to keep them waiting. All right, your map is in the lower right-hand corner near your bag. You'll use your map to move around. Skipclaw. For now, open up your map and head to the church. This is home, west perimeter, weird house. I want to go there. Willie's Shack. Is this like a hot dog stand? Doc's office. Hot bath? What? Food stores. Oh, yeah, they just call it food stores. Garland Farm, Len's house, hydro plant. Interesting. Bess's shop, hot bath. All right, so the key points here clearly are weird house for fun, Willie's Shack for hot dogs, and hot bath for a good time. So let's go to church. This guy looks like a druid, I think. I don't know what this other guy is. With each step, my feet got heavy. I was stomping on sticks and dry grass, getting cupped at the back of my head by Carver when I slowed down. Nobody said anything, but each time I lagged, I could feel the heat of their eyes on my neck. Just go faster then. Hunter halted, raised a hand. Stop. Down. We dropped. 9 o'clock. Just below the top of the fence, we lay on the crest of the hill looking down. Why would you even leave then if it's that dangerous? Just to go to church? Not worth it. We smelled it before we saw it. There it was. We have all sorts of names for them. What is this? The Unholy. Column Lung Dogs. Yeah, Willie's Shack. The hot dogs. The long dongs. Along with most of the town, Carver calls them the Flushes. To me, they're always twisters. Why? How else are you supposed to get the head off? Oh my gosh. Always hear if they get close, big sacks, pressing out air, wheezing. Ew. I hate their eyes. They never seem to blink. Even before I saw it, I knew what they could do. I wanted to put a bullet in their skulls just for those lids to finally drop and quit staring at me. They appeared after the blackout, pouring from some unknown place. Something more than animal, less human. We had our rifles, but they had the dark. I try to focus. Nothing good comes from daydreaming on a battlefield. We watched as it swayed, hiding low in the grass. Typically, we aimed to engage and scare them off. Why not just kill? Oh, wasted bullet is a wasted bullet. As I crouched there, I felt a hand bump mine. Yeah, you know it's Carver. Couldn't move quick enough. My flashlight blasted on over the fence and out across the field. Is that it? Stop talking. We all stilled at Hunter's heavy commanding. Wouldn't it, if this just lives in darkness, wouldn't the sudden light like alert the Unholy? Okay. In the dark grass, I felt a hand paw. I took my flashlight and went to flick it off. The twister looked up. Maybe they can't see. They're blind. They can't even sense the light. That's weird. They must be blind to blind. It was near black in the field. They should just keep the flashlights on all the time. The twister... Why don't they come up with a way to just generate electricity and have lights up? Like, wouldn't you post lights permanently on your property? And if not, if you're worried about consuming too much power, wouldn't you just have it where it's cued by any movement, like motion sensors? Ah, these guys are silly. All right. Heavy, strange step. Let's get on with it. Come on. Let's attack this thing. These guys move too slow. It disappeared quick as it came. How do you know it's gone? You don't know that it's gone. It's like hiding, waiting for you. All right, so now we made it to the church. After he passed service slow, no one could take on his work. He would make you believe in miracles, believe anything. That's not true. You said that no one would buy his crap and no one liked him. He could feel the emptiness in the church. Oh, you could feel the emptiness when he died. Nobody took over, not even Hunter, but it was all locked up. Why doesn't Runt do it? Nobody seems to like Runt, so he'd be perfect for it. All the faithfuls had died before him. Oh. See, everyone else is leaving. Why don't they leave too? This place sounds terrible. We were here the day the blackout happened. Bright 1 second, black the second after. I hid under the pews. You can still see blood on the floor from the few times the twisters broke in, fighting our way back. I was only 9. I didn't cry. They told me not to. I'm 19 now. Really? He sounds like a little child still. I cried a lot since then. I can't help it. After all, I was Runt. Who's got the code? I got it. All right, get to it, boy. Why do you need a code to get in if no one wants to be in here? You need to complete a variety of puzzles and chores in order to progress through the sections of the game. Some are simple, others require thought. Check inventory, talk to people, and be careful. If you need help, click the question mark. Okay, so here's a question mark. Heidi. Do I just put church? What's this? Alright, so let's look for a clue. Or this is... Oh, it reads order. Okay, so close. How do I... There we go. Oh, is that a D? What a weird... So what do I do? Or is this not a D? Order, right? Oh, there we go. I had to click that. Alright, something strange. Something evil. My brothers always said I was too sensitive. They called me girly. It's called having a sixth sense. It's your subconscious working to your benefit. It's called gut instinct. Why would there be something smelly in here if it was all locked up? Light it up, boys. It's always me. I gotta go check out everything. It's something like a hunter's gut and instinct. Yeah, that's what I said. Dad would call it divine insight. That's... Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Stepped closer in the dark. I was suddenly assaulted by a deathly smell. Cold wind blowing from the outside, but there's something else dripping. What is it? A monster? What the heck does this say? Says 5 days. Is that what it says? That looks like an S. That's a D? Alright. Was it a warning? Was it a threat? I think you're misreading this, to be honest. By me. "5 days what? What? Is that it? Is that it? Don't touch nothing now. Alright, we left the church stunned and silent. Hunter radiating heat like fire. It was a violation, an unholy mess. It made him mad. How was that left if this place was locked? I was the one with the code, so maybe I did it? Note that he would never say not with his words. He didn't need to. Also, someone did go through my stuff, so it could be someone else that stole the code to go do it. And also the code is very simple to remember, so it literally could be anyone. Alright, we followed with our tails between our legs. As we walked, the feeling the church followed us home again. The darkness, a sixth brother. I can't shake it. I'm almost cursed the old screen door as it slammed on my way in, but Hunter was already up the stairs. I settled down on my cold mattress. The feeling grew. Every time I was asleep, it woke me back up. I'd done something wrong that night at church. I didn't quite know yet. The things, maybe I lay on my mattress. The feeling haunted me, this feeling of failure. Day 1, Monday. I want to go explore the town. These brothers suck. I need to leave this house. I gotta go. Got things to do. Didn't matter how bad I slept that night. I was up before the crack of dawn. Let the girls out? That's what you call it. It's the girls. Silly. These guys must be really lonely. A life like this didn't let you feel sorry for yourself for so long. House stuff was my job, mainly cooking and cleaning. Every day I fixed breakfast and dinner, no exceptions. Okay. At least they let me off the hook for lunch. Breakfast that morning was nothing but eggs scrambled with a few sorry sausages. What were they sorry about? Butter and jam would keep them happy. I jabbed at the sausages. How can they afford food if they don't have jobs? Like, where do they get the sausage from and the butter and the jam? I couldn't say nothing. Okay, I set out the plates just on time. Hunter first, then Fisher. Carver and Tanner. In the backyard, the rooster crowed. So do you think that these guys actually, like, take showers with their bear skins on? Or do they just put this on every day, wearing the same thing over and over again? And do they ever wash it? Lord our God, we come to you as underserving sinners with thanks. Okay. Keep your hand heavy upon us. We were silent, waiting for Hunter to speak more. But he pulled his hands back. Yeah, he's hungry. He doesn't have time for all this. Who did it? He looked around at us, couldn't see our eyes. Did what? You know what? What do you think, genius? We didn't do nothing. We wouldn't do that to Dad. You mean the thing in the church? Yeah. Baffled as he always was, I'm pretty sure it was me. It was my character that did this. Fisher wiped a sweaty palm on his dirty pant leg. Someone must be punished. Uh-oh. You mean killed? Ain't it a bit much to kill someone over... Ooh. Hunter turned and clamped his hand over the back of Tanner's neck. He leaned in, pulling Tanner's head down close to speak right into his ear, hot and low. You want them unpunished? Is that the message you wish to send for the defamation of our church? The mockery of our day of mourning? You don't want us to do nothing? Is that what you want? I knew that hand. 5 seconds in and you weren't sure if he was snapping bones. Tanner bore it. Let him go? I'm not gonna say. I'm doing nothing. Sorry, I'm staying out. Oh, that dinged me. Let him off. You two trade... Okay, I'm not saying that. His hand didn't relax on Tanner's neck. My eyes would have been watering at this point, but you couldn't move or whine. Let him go so you can eat his breakfast. If it was a townie playing a prank, hell, I'd be happy to skin him myself, but we get hell from Skipclaw if we do anything like that. Hunter slammed Tanner's head down on the edge of the tent. Oh, he staggered. Carver lunged forward. What is wrong with you? Look at this guy. He gives like 0 Fs. Tanner's voice was weak and warbling, his breath low. We have to send a message to whoever did this. Sure. We just got to be stealthy. What do you mean stealthy? If you're sending a message, you need it to be blatant and obvious, not stealthy, silly. We'll find... Don't worry. Okay. What if it wasn't human? Huh. Fisher worked his hand up under his mask to scratch again. You think it was one of these unholy? I mean, both of them can do stuff. We've all seen it. It was true. We had all seen it. Every time somebody died to one of those things, we saw it. Twisters were cunning, wily things with a taste for scattering their prey when they were done eating it. I don't know. You were too stupid to understand. That message in the church, it could have been a twister attack. I doubt it. Could have been a smoke. What is a smoke? They were subtle at first. Lights throwing shadows. Huh. I wonder if that's another type of creature. These people started disappearing more and more, and then wandering off into the night, and when they were found, they were always in some old barn. The bodies. Bodies. Couldn't tell who they were anymore. All you knew, they were human once. They were a person once. Is this person supposed to be alive? Now they just look like corpses curled up like dead bugs. Skin and faces dried to paper like old corn husks. Hunter called a town meeting after the first few bodies were found, and the town came to the conclusion there was something new out there. It liked the dark, and it needed people to be alone. After that, we paired up, kept flashlights on us as much as we could, but it was always dark now. Someone round the clock. Well, my character was locked up in his room all alone and wanted to be left alone the whole day, so I thought you're supposed to be paired up. That's why we got these masks. They protect us. Okay? The smokes can't see us with them on, like we're camouflaged. Interesting. As long as we're out of the dark, as long as we're not alone, as long as we hide our faces, they can't get us. What am I wearing? I can't even see my character. Funny, I think I've seen my brother's masks more than I've seen their faces. Okay. My mask was... Let's see. Oh, I get to choose? Oh, this is so cool. I love this one. Look at that. This reminds me of, like, the Halloween... well, I guess Sackhead Jason, so Halloween 2, but also, gosh, what was that other Halloween movie? Trick or Treat. That's what I'm thinking of, I think. The little kid. That's neat. Oh, I thought it was a movie reel. It's actually a hubcap. That's not neat. That's a no. Hard no. This is a Jason mask. This is a Fox? Marvel superhero? All right, so I'm going to obviously choose a sack. It fits something like a possum. Ragged old thing to make. It ain't that easy here. I watched Fisher scratch at himself again. The lights were steady in the kitchen. I mean, both of them could do stuff. We've all seen it. I felt I had to say something. I don't think they could have done that, and this is locked. Why is this locked? I mean, this is what I would have said anyways. My words died in my mouth the second I said it. You got other ideas? Yeah, let's give another idea. You want to entertain him? Come on, Runt, speak up. Ask questions, investigate. I want everyone searching. Carver, you walk the perimeter. Tanner, guard duty. Fisher, hydro plant. If you find anything. Is that why he's called Fisher? Because he goes to hydro plant? That's hilarious. We all nodded. Runt, follow anyone you might want today. You know, I just want to point out that Fisher is awful quiet and he's hanging around the hydro plant, which is interesting. And he has some sort of scepter that's electrified. He is the one that I'm going to watch closely. These two guys are too mouthy to be doing anything, really. I was too weak to go out solo. Okay. All right, let's go. We got to go investigate. All right, each day you have to select one of your brothers. Oh boy. Shift lasts most of the day and can be started immediately. Or after you spend your free time. In Skipclaw, you cannot do a shift with the same brother twice in 1 week. Well, I'd run out of brothers, you know. Whoever you select to work with will not be available again. Consider who you choose carefully. Interesting. Hunter, the worst of the bunch. I should pick him first. No. Tanner, the second in command. He hates it when I get between him and Carver. Carver, the middle kid. Easier to do a shift with him early. Fisher, firstborn, or fourthborn, twitchy and quiet. Weird ramblings. He is not the worst. I bet, I'm just going to call it right now. Something's up with this guy. But I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go with Hunter first because if I was strategizing, this guy is already worked up. I'm going to choose him and then try to work an angle with him. That would be honestly the smartest thing to do. To say that I really want to solve it and I want to work with him and I'm on his side and blah, 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 whatever. You got to win him over because he's the most dangerous one. He nodded. I could sense his irritation. Then it settled. Do rounds. In the meantime, Runt, meet after. I want you to talk to all the loners. Anybody who lives alone or spends the shift alone. You can handle it. It's time you start pulling weight. Carver's pouting. This is good. This means I made a good choice. Runt will be useful this way. Dairy Girl, Charlize, the Doc, and his pesky twins. Huh, okay. Also Willie, Hot Dog Willie, and that radio Falar Red. I know we got more people, but let's focus on those for today. All right, you got 3 hours. All right, let's go. Let's go talk to Charlize and pick up some dairy. Gosh, there's a lot of slamming. They're going to break all the plates. And then what are you going to eat off of the floor? I say to wash the dishes. What dishes? Are there any left? With all the dishes done, it was time to head out. I opened up my map. Charlize. Charlize. Look at this little icon. How cute. Is that my little sack? All right, after breakfast, you can either start your shift with your brother straight away or use free time to explore and talk to people around Skipclaw. Free time is given to you by Hunter. It's the only time you have to explore the world. Okay. Why would I make him mad? Visiting a location with someone present and having a conversation with them will take 1 hour. If you visit a location with no one, it will not take time. Remember, the things you do and the order you visit people can radically change what you can discover. All right. If you're not sure where to head, check your journal. Why would I be checking with Charlize anyways? Because... So... Wait, where's the bestest shop? Hot bath. I want to go to the hot bath, but I think that will make him mad. Where should I go before my shift? All right, so let's close this. Let me check my journal again and then prioritize, because apparently I only have 3. That's my... Hunter wants me to go to the food stores. Okay, good. We'll go food. Prepping like a kill, I'm afraid. I love my ladies in the hen pen. The thought of getting them cut up, that won't happen. All right. I don't feel much about myself. Hunter asked me... Okay. So Sunday. Church. 5 days. What is this? Time. I ask whomever I'm on shift with about the church stuff. Who would know about the church? Okay, so there's things here. Here's Hunter. His Dog died. Anything else? Townies, brothers, creatures. Okay. Why is there nothing here? Oh, here we go. Twisters. Disgusting, horrible. What evidence is there of it being these creatures? All right, so let's close this. Let's go to town. We have to go to the food stores first, is what he said. So here's food. Wait. Is this a food store? What's a hot bath? Bathhouse. Bess's shop. She's not in right now. Food stores. All right, well, if Hunter's there, I got to go there. There's the doc's office. I wonder, because it would seem like I should go here because Hunter's here, but what if I actually did things out of order and went somewhere else? What if I visited a place without him? What about Willie? Do I die if I go without him? What if I do this? This is a farm. I kind of want to talk to the doctor alone. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I'm going to do it? I'm going to be naughty. Let's just see what happens. Dixon, veteran. This is the doctor? He's a vet. Okay. I came knocking. Who is this? Oh my gosh. Holy crap, scary. Why is he out of breath? Would you like to come in a moment? Yeah, let's talk about it. This doctor sounds nice. Why does he live here? He should move away, far, far away. Doc was one of the pillars. All right. Always felt bad bugging him. Hadn't had a doctor before the blackout. Okay. What we did have was Doc. I bet whatever ails your cat or cow. He's got to retire. Or he was going to retire. Remote fishing cabin. As it turns out, stitching up folks ain't too different between species. That's nice. Well, that was really nice of him. The doc seems like a nice guy. I liked coming to talk to him. Okay. Also, we should ask him about Hunter's dog. Lady's doing good. Yes, sir. Right as rain. Went back to laying in 2 days. All right. I could tell he cared. All right. Let's get on with it. We got to ask questions. I've never seen his hands or face before. I thought about that fishing cabin he has up in the hills. Charlize's got a bull that's not all that interested in mating. All right. You think a nice candlelit dinner might stir him back in action? What? It's romantic. He sighed and I felt bad all over again. He wasn't going to know nothing, not the type to lurk around. Well, ask. You can't make an assumption. Ask. What's on your mind, son? Dude, you're here alone with him. Just get to the point. Hunter's instruction to go out and interrogate people. You're not interrogating him, just ask questions. Oh my gosh. Have you seen anything strange lately? Hunter has me on a bit. I'm not going to say that. There was an incident at the church yesterday. Yeah, just get to the point. An incident. Did one of those things break in? Explain what happened. Keep it vague. No, I'm going to explain what happened. It came spilling out before I could stop it. Like it was stupid telling somebody. Might not tell anyone other than his wife, but if their twins got a hold of the hearsay... Oh. He wouldn't like it. My stomach sunk when I finished. Doc didn't say anything for a while. Okay. What do you make of something like that? I like that that's his response. He's like, I have no opinion. What do you think? Why would you say that? It's a prank. I don't know. A warning. It is a warning. God or them creatures. He does seem to be a rather convicted young man. What led him to that conclusion? I didn't want to talk about Fisher. Not too much. Not to somebody who hadn't grown up alongside him. Out of all my brothers, Fisher was the nicest to me. Well, nice was a bit of a stretch sometime, but comparatively speaking, he was the nicest. There was no denying that. Now, he had his beliefs, but the longer I thought about it, the longer I didn't have any answer. I don't mean to pry. Whatever y'all believe, it's your business. Don't let your own belief... No blind faith here, Runt. Keep those eyes open. Partings were awkward, mostly because you never knew if the next time you saw him, it'd be a body you were pushing out. Good grief. That's it? You didn't ask him anything about Hunter's dead dog? He's a vet. That was not... I would have asked so many more questions. Come on now. Townies. Let's talk about Doc. Here's Doc, creatures, me. That's it? Nothing else was learned? Come on. Useless. Alright, let's go meet Hunter at the food stores. Proceed to your shift. You won't be able to explore. Oh, don't start. Alright, let's go to Willie. I think he's in right now. Alright, let's go to Willie. Why was the doc in a hurry to leave and at such an odd hour? Isn't this early in the morning? Willie was the one I hated most. Why? He's got hot dogs, right? Isolated, sitting on the edge of town. The radio tower? Thick wall of wire. Heaps of trash. Willie never laid out any welcome mat. He never came around much. They treated him with distance. Salty old bastard. But rounds were rounds. Okay. I knew he was home. What's all that shit's too damn early. Just doing rounds. Got to do with waking me up. Age checking in. It's not summer camp. What's summer camp? Rubbed a hand against his mask like it was his hair and started laughing. Oh, crazy cult? Okay. Stumbling inside. All right, let's go in and talk. Varsic draft. He drinks a lot. Okay. Room was messy. Unwashed seat. God, this guy sucked. Silly. What are you here for anyways? How do any of these people afford... How does he afford to drink? What does he do for work? How is he making money in this town? A town of like 10 people. Oh, he makes the booze. Okay, never mind. That makes sense then. Drugs, guns, cockfighting, anything to make a quick... But okay. Thank you. You know what? The people that made this game are pretty smart because I feel like every thought I have in my head, they're answering it in the very next screen. Drugs were quickly used up and destroyed. Guns were confiscated. Chickens died off. He didn't take too kindly to that. All right. He managed to survive. When the blackout happened, Hunter started changing things up. He was the hardest. Willie was the hardest to get in line. He was bad at patrols, bad at farming. Willie was given one singular job: stay out of the way. Hunter would have killed him outright. One less mouth to feed if it weren't for Willie's one skill. He had a setup left over from his working days that converted the runoff from our wheat into fuel that could help power our auto generator. Yeah, that's good. He's useful then. let him live after seeing how quickly he converted 2 barrels of chaff into solid barrel of fuel. Largely left to his own devices, we only came around when we needed to move the fuel. Alright. Seemed like we were at peace with the little thorn. Willie got into making this moonshine. Of course he did. Stuff's so strong it'll blow your hair clean off. The townies kept it a secret from Hunter. Once I found some youngin' with a bottle. What? I was real young and I didn't say anything. I never drank the stuff. Knew anything about Willie's side business. How do they not know? Perhaps they're all content to keep the peace. As long as Willie kept it himself. Trade his bottles for food. Makes sense. Regardless, he hated us. I hated the guy too. Why would you hate him? This guy sounds awesome. Oh. Willie had to know something about what happened. I was hesitant. Have you seen anything strange lately? Did you hear about what happened in the church? Okay. If I said the wrong thing, he'll spread rumors, but nobody likes him, so I guess it doesn't matter. I guess let's just go with this. Have you seen anything strange lately? Don't play with me. Little business makes me Mr. Popular. The customers don't chat much. You're a shit liar, boy. He waved a winkle hand at me. Don't play dumb. I'm not in the mood. Damn, I should have just gone straight to the church thing. Something struck me as I started to head out. A sound that I wasn't really used to hearing. So far away from the hydro station. It was a hum, an electrical hum. It rose above the soft whine of the workstation tools. What's that sound? The hum. I don't hear shit. You're crazy? I'll kick you out of here if you start speaking in tongues. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like Willie. I mean, if I lived in this terrible town, which I wouldn't because I'd immediately leave, I would probably be like him, a little bit antisocial and just making my own stuff and getting by. Radio tower, fun. Red should be in. Garland Farm. Let's check on little Charlize. Charlize wants to keep the peace. I think this is my last stop. Oh, look at that cow. It smelled like shit. Of course, there's cows everywhere. Dairy belonged to the Garlands. Garlands were one of those families that settled in back in 1800s. They had a prize heifer. All right. Well, they were kind and generous. That's all you need to know about them. Carver and Tanner were part of a group that had to carry out the bodies. We couldn't hold burials for them. I think it was the first time I really worried. Everyone goes up in smoke eventually. Everyone except Charlize, that is, and her sister Ivy, who skipped town soon after. Yeah, well, everyone should. I saw Charlize there that day, fork and hay. The sight of her made me smile. Is that who I think it is? Charlize is what you would call a real looker, even with the mask on. Okay. I'll admit my heart did flip a little hearing the smile in her voice. Okay. She's kind, like I said, like all the Garlands. She always treated me like a kid brothers, but these days, I don't know. My feelings are all knotted up. I didn't know if what I felt was friendship or something more. I cared for her. Okay. Miss Garland, you need help with that hay? Come on, Ren. I'm only 25. I'm just finishing up now. How are you, kiddo? I've been worse. All right. Everybody's doing good on the farm after yesterday. I was surprised at first that she'd ask. How many people actually remember my dad? She's always the type to want to know what was going on, not in a nosy way. Like if you told her your birthday, she'd write it down and remember it forever. She sounds nice. Picked up the handles of the wheelbarrow for her as I struggled to think of whatever. She wasn't that much older than me and tough. Okay. God knows she dealt with plenty already. All right. She walked right next to me. Yeah, incident. Just tell her. Be direct. What happened? My gut churned as I recalled everything. I couldn't see her face, but she stopped looking my way as I talked. Yeah, what does she think? Geez, that gives me the shivers. It was something. You don't know who did it? Do they really do that? No. But Fisher thinks so. It was funny to hear that. Fisher had always been a bit more on the religious side. And while I agree that some of his ideas were strange, it made me feel bad hearing her say that. It's not going on about interdimensional egregores. Okay? She was talking about all those posters Wacko Gene made by hand and put up around town. Every time I read one of those things, I feel like I don't know English anymore. Have you seen the new one over by the hot bath that's got Bigfoot in some sort of weird triangle? Bigfoot, Wacko Gene. You know, what if it was Hunter who put that up as a test to see how the other brothers responded? Monkey Man lives in the woods. Or as a setup to blame it on someone and get rid of them. Imagine them breaking into your church. Do monkey arts and crafts. Almost like she's gonna vomit. What? I still didn't know who the hell Bigfoot was. It's gotta be a prank, don't you think? She breathed in deep and lifted her mask. Just enough to wipe away a tear. I saw the bare skin of her neck marked up something bad by dark and yellow purple bruises. Uh-oh. She calmed down now from the giggles and reaffixed her mask over her face. Why is she covered in bruises? What idiot would want to mess with Hunter? It's nice that y'all remember him or make time for him. Your pa, I mean. Hunter and Fisher fought a lot about it. Dad was dead. Everything else is blurry. But I remember how Charlize looked the day her family died. How she and her sister Ivy stood shoulder to shoulder, still as stone, watching as body after body rolled over the fence. Can I ask you something? Why do they have you doing pickups today? Is Carver feeling under the weather? Huh. Dairy pickups were a task Carver took upon himself with great pride. Ever since he started mixing more with the townies. He said it was smart to breed good relations with the old family. Gross. And if Charlize had to be there, well, all the better for breeding. His words, not mine. It was one of the only things him and Tanner did not see eye to eye on. Tanner kept his distance with the townies and seemed to hate Carver mixing too much. Tanner kept his distance from everyone that wasn't Hunter or Carver. Hunter might know. If you do talk or whatever y'all big old manly men do, could you do a favor for me? Tell him not to be a stranger. I haven't seen him since Saturday, which I know ain't a long time, but... What? Ew, Carver, no matter... He's charming? Had a bad side, a rotten core? Okay. Had been nothing but kind to me. Shirley waved her hand all shy-like. Don't you worry about that. Gross. I'll just nod. I need to talk to him about something. Are you pregnant? Gross. I collected her ration of milk. She sent me off with a hug. Why is she covered in bruises? You know, I want to take the moment here to say that the feel of this game reminds me of a lot of like the hardcore horror novels. There's one in particular that I read that this game very much reminds me of, the whole feel of it. Not necessarily the creatures, but it's called Brother by Anya Alborn. Highly, highly recommend it if you're into horror novels, especially the ones that are kind of extreme. It is amazing. Has probably what I would call the best twist in any like book or even movie that I've seen. It's definitely ranks very, very high up there because it was something that kind of just did not expect. Absolute gut punch of a book. It was really, really good. All right. So I have 0 hours to my next shift. So I have to go to the food stores. Hunter is here. Proceed to your shift. You won't be able to explore. Wait. What is this? I don't think anyone's here now. It wouldn't hurt to look around. So the rules of this game said that I could explore for 0 hours as long as the place was empty. Oh, it won't let me. Yeah, it says not in right now. All right, I guess I have to start. All right, I found a note left in the kitchen table, sight of a knife. Runt, meet at the storehouse. Bring this knife. No, not your shitty one. Okay. I thought back to breakfast. All right. At least he gave you a knife. That's nice. That's kind. Storehouse. Oh, this is dark. I got closer. I could see his frame. Bile rose. He had the butcher knife. Oh, he's killing the chicken. Don't do the chickens. Oh, no. But then Dad died and the beating started. It was like a summer storm. There's no warning. He hit fast and hard. Just pain. I knew why he did it. I couldn't really blame him. Firm hand. Yikes. Things were different after. Life was slower. We were well-oiled machine. Running their mouth, acting up too much for his liking, disrespecting him. Usually it was me getting the beating. Somebody had to be in charge, I guess. So I guess it had to be him, but nobody made me miss Dad quite like Hunter. Dad used to be so busy with the farm. At least he said he loved me. I could see Hunter blocking the doorway with that bear trophy trapped draped over his head and shoulders. What took you so long? I was talking to people. I came straight away, sir. Straight away? I saw you coming over the hill. There was an issue in town. Carver moved your note. Ooh. I'm sorry, sir. I've been thinking about yesterday. Well, okay. So I don't want to say there's an issue in town because while that is a good option, it's going to stir up other trouble that I don't think I can back up and will put me in a corner. Carver your note is a very interesting option because it gets me out of trouble and then puts heat onto Carver, which is good and also believable. But if I choose sorry, sir, reinforcing my allegiance to Hunter, been thinking about yesterday. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to do this one just to mess with Carver. There was an issue in town. If I do this, I'm probably going to have to rat out like Willie or something. And I don't want to do that. If I say this, I'm going to have to say what I was thinking about. So I'm going to have to give some piece of information. I'm strongly leaning towards this just to mess with things. So if I do a second play, I think I'm going to choose that, but I guess I'll just choose this to lead the story. I'm sorry, I've been thinking about yesterday. It was weird stuff. I had a bad feeling. He watched me get inside. So I guess that worked. Didn't piss him off more. No! An animal! Smelled like fresh blood. Made me sick to my stomach. He yanked the knife from my belt and put it back on the knife rack. I got a deer this morning. Nice, healthy buck. Just near the perimeter. Okay. We gotta cut it up. Quick. Meat's gonna go bad. I'm gonna time you. You need to practice? Uh-oh. Can't store spoiled meat and bring in all those flies. Okay. I slipped the knife I had brought out of my backpack and stepped forward. Shoved the hilt against my palm. He could snap my wrist if he wanted. Would he string me up next to the deer? I looked at its face. I said the dead black eye. That could be you on that table. Wow. Do you understand? I nodded. I know you didn't do that thing in the church. Of course you do, because it was probably you. Felt my skin crawl. But did you help? Get out of here. Huh. I wouldn't do that to Dad, I swear. Then I need you to figure out who did. Understand? Bore down on my hand. Uh-oh. He let go of my hand and backed away. I field dressed the organs. Just let them... It's just the meat and pelt now. Remember the right knife. Be precise. What? Oh my gosh. Skin the deer using the correct tools. If fast enough, hunter will reward you. Hover over the deer with your selected knife. Cut along the line. If you make a mistake, you'll spill blood. Wash it away by clicking on the water bucket. Be prepared. His watch starts once you click exit. Oh boy. Okay. Now what? What do I do now? Skin? Do I start skinning? Wait, how do I get rid of the knife? Okay, skin. Do I skin something? What? Oh, do I have to flip? Oh, I have to flip it over. Okay, hold on. Let me put this back. Did that work? Stop shaking. Ah! I spilled the blood. How do I... There you go. What? Oh my gosh. How am I not doing this? Hold on. Well, stop swinging. How? I'm doing it on the line. Oh my gosh. This is getting me stressing me out. How? What the heck? Am I not using the right... Do I use the carve, maybe? Okay, that didn't work either. I don't get it. Am I not doing this right? Do I skin it? Oh, golly. Confusing. Now what? Ew. break. I guess I break it. Oh, to break again. Then continue skinning. Ugh. And this is carving. Right? This is a lot of meat. There you go. Did I do it? Now what? We have to vacuum seal this. Oh, is he mad? I made a mistake. Oh, you took notes. I guess I did not do good. "5 days? We should be careful. I think we should stay calm." That doesn't make sense. I don't I don't need any of your thoughts. Fisher's theories, Tanner's back mouthing, Carver licking my boots. Boots on the ground. You get it? Ask questions. All right, I'm trying to ask questions. If they don't get it yet, yes, sir. Report back every day. Everything you see, everything you hear, I'll reward you. Maybe set you up with a girl? What? Okay. Yes, sir. Things are going to get worse. Somebody wants to tear us apart. I have to be cruel. Do you understand? We are the leaders of our herd, our ungrateful little flock. We need to make them understand. Hunter was confiding in me. I never felt so special. All of them are becoming corrupted. Tanner shakes at the slightest responsibility. Carver's all over town. Fisher is getting quieter, looser in the mind. I mean, they can't even keep their mouths shut with each other. Tanner was the last to know the church code. Guess who knew it not a half hour later? Carver. So is this the first time they've been in the church? I'm really confused. How did they get this piece of paper? Who wrote it down? Who put the lock on? Who created the code? Was it Hunter? You've always been true, loyal to your family. Even if you ain't our best and brightest, you'd never stray. Instead, I felt his hand on my shoulder. For a moment, I was stunned. You're a good kid, and I know you'll do the mission well. When all's put to bed, you'll be rewarded. Things change for the better. I think you deserve more than you've been getting. So he's doing a tactic here, obviously, because he knows Runt is young and impressionable, so he's trying to basically get him to work for him. Do you understand? Of course I do. I wanted to bury my head in his chest. Silly. I trust you to know what to do. I'll help out. Hindquarter, start dinner. I'll be there shortly. Silly. Hurry home now. All right, let's go. Am I going to run into a creature? Don't touch nothing now. First day wound down. Okay. I was asking questions. My feet are sore. They all came home and ate dinner wordlessly. Even Carver was too tired to start fights. As I ate standing on the counter, I stared at each of my brothers and wondered what they were thinking. I didn't feel any closer to the answer. Hunter treated me mean. None of that was unusual, but he softened and told me about the weight of looking after us. I couldn't protect everyone on my own, and I'm sure he felt that pressure too. No fear, Runt. No backing down. No remorse. I might just be you. It might just be you and me in the end. Uh-huh. If he was suspicious of his own kin, what would he do to me if I failed? Huh. Everyone left their dishes without a word. Of course, you have to go clean them. I was so tired, I swear I nearly dunked my head in the sink water. That message haunted me. 5 days. Until what? I don't know what it would bring. I saw the guts, the flies, and ribbons of red. Not like good special. It's a big special. If we were to move past this, we needed an answer, but I couldn't think of how to get any answers. I wonder if this is an actual book, because this is a lot of dialogue and writing and narrating. I had this old spy book, you see, a thriller, blood-pumping tale of international espionage. Picked it up and flipped through it. The spy wasn't especially strong or loud, but he was just real smart and clever. You didn't need to be strong or powerful. There was nothing stopping me from doing it myself. I rushed to scribble down everything I heard that day. Soon I had a list of clues. Who could have done it? Where were they on the day it happened? How did they do it? Why did they do it? What would happen on the 5th day? I saw that blood and guts. Somebody was going to get hurt for it. Would it be my fault? I brought my journal up to my face. Okay. All right, so here's clues and conclusions. All right, so clues, and you pair them together to create a conclusion. This will help answer questions or rule out suspects. However, you'll have to put your solving to the test in the full game, as you don't have enough clues right now. Look around your journal, click the hand. It's been a long day. So this is the church. I went out. Nobody knows anything, but everyone's weird. Charlize wanting to see Carver is weird. She's got feelings for him? Probably. I went to check out Willie. He had a strange hum. Hydro station. Interesting. All right, let's look at the brothers. So I have apparently no clues. So Shirl knows people are actively... Who's Shirl? Knows people are actively dissenting against Hunter. Interesting. So I don't have any clues here. So here's Doc. Here's Charlize. She hasn't seen Carver since Saturday. What happened to her sister? It says her sister left to become a traitor. I wonder if she actually left or something happened to her. Strange electrical hum at Willie's house. So he's definitely in on something. I don't think he's doing something nefarious or mean-spirited, but he does seem smart and crafty, so he's definitely doing something. Interesting. All right, creatures. Creature of the night. Monday, Bloody Monday. All right, so I guess that's it. Let's close the hand and go to sleep. Words began to bleed together. Salt and oil seeped in my eyes. All that mascara he's wearing and man liner. I'd save my detecting for tomorrow. Put away my journal. I shut my eyes. Who the heck is this? Is that me? My eyes adjusted to the dark. I knew I was asleep. A speck on the horizon, the back of my brain. Before me, shimmered, distorted, was a face, haggard, sunken. It was my face. I was staring at my own face. I tried to focus. Heat built up in my head, pressure crawling inside my skull. The more I tried to focus to make that face more like me, the more pressure built and built and built. And then I exploded. Light burst across my face. Fun! Flames swept up over me into a black sky, the reflection rippling over the surface of dark water. It was so bright it hurt. Strange to feel pain in a dream. Something was watching me. Something was just... Yeah, it's freaking Carver again. The heat was too much. Carver's messing with him. He's probably torturing him in his sleep. Wake up, wake up, wake up. How do I... What do I do? Is this it? Oh gosh. Is Hunter dead? My mask was off. Had I taken it off? The light bulb above me gone out. The candle burned down. I was exposed, vulnerable in the dark, but I wasn't alone. Who's that? Is that one of those shadow things? Alright. Who can you trust? Pretty much no one. Maybe Charlize. Who will you be when everyone is done with you? What does that mean? Grim taste. I am actually going to look this up to see if this is based on a real novel or if the person that created this game is also a writer. I'm kind of curious. Is that it? I guess that's it. Alright, so that was the Runt demo. I dig it. I'm kind of curious. I want to see what happens. My theories are it's definitely related to Hunter. If it wasn't set up by him as a test, it's for someone to get rid of him. I definitely don't trust Carver. He's scummy. I think Fisher is super sus because he keeps disappearing. Tanner, I think almost nothing about. Charlize, I'm wondering why is she so bruised and wondering where Carver is, so it makes me think he's abusing her. And she may be pregnant. Willie is obviously hiding something, but I don't think he's a bad person. And the doc seems really nice. I hope nothing bad happens to him, but he's probably gonna end up dying. I don't think I didn't get to meet anyone else, so I don't know who did it, but I feel like if it's not the town, I mean, it could be all the townies together combined coming together, putting that 5-day warning that they're going to basically be taking back their power and control and getting rid of Hunter and his whatever. I wonder if... Because why is everything dark and something with the hydro plant seems sus, and why don't these people leave the town? It kind of makes me think that what if this was like imposed by someone and things aren't really this bad? It's like they're keeping people in a state of constant despair and fear, and maybe they just want it to end. I don't think it's the apocalypse. I don't think that's it at all, and I don't think it's anything religious. I mean, like something evil doing this. I just think it's a person. Or I should say multiple people is what I really think. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. So I wishlisted on Steam, so I'll be curious to check out more and what is the story with the Runt and who do I turn into later.